So today I'm doing a very much requested studio tour video. I have tried to do this a few times now and it's just not gone very well at all. So this is the overall look of the salon. So over here is kind of like the wash station. I've got storage, we've got my desk, more storage and glitters. So I'm going to start over here. On the right hand side, you can see we have my beautiful glitter wall. I absolutely love this. This is probably my most favourite part of the new salon. So previously I had the flower wall with the M in the middle. This is the same flower wall, but I have just cut it and kind of moved it around and give it a bit of a restyle. My husband made the shelves and we sprayed them gold so that they would match obviously the new colour scheme in the salon. And then here we have all of the beautiful Magpie glitters. I just love it. It's so beautiful and so pleasing on the eye as well. And then obviously my stamping polishes. Just down here I have my heater for when it's obviously cold in the winter. My beautiful new stool. This was from Home Bargains. It was £20 and it's got a little storage underneath as well. I don't have anything in there at the moment, but I think I'm going to put my towels in there just so that they're out the way and they stay nice and clean. And then I've just got this little gold plant here, which was from B&M. So that is just to the right as you walk in. So over here is completely brand new. I did have a big kind of boxed unit that housed my washing machine and my tumble dryer. However, obviously because of COVID, I do need a hand washing station. So luckily my husband is a plumber, so he's put in this absolutely gorgeous new sink and kind of coffee area. So on the shelves, I've got my hygiene system and just some retail cuticles in there. And then here is some little hand towels that my clients will be using. Once they've washed their hands, they'll then pop it into this little bin and every day they will all get washed and be freshly put back in the morning. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with this frame at the moment. I did create it in lockdown. So these are all they're not all of them actually, because I've got lots I haven't actually put onto another frame, but I'm not really sure where I want to put it at the moment. So at the moment I'm going to just leave it there. Then I've got this will be where my hand wash is and the nail brush for the client. Moving on into this cupboard now, we have, just going to open it up. I do need to paint inside it, but I've run out of paint, so please excuse the state of it. It is just kind of like a stock cupboard. So in here we have got, this is all the takeaway cups that I will be giving my clients to be able to still offer them hot drinks and they can take away their own little disposable cups. I've got more coffee pods and some sweetener, teaspoons. Down here is all of my acetones and hand sanitizers, extra top coats and base coats, and then I have got these new little nail cards that I do need to kind of fill really, but I'm going to use probably 2 for a gel colour and then another one for foils and chromes and pigments and things. So I've got to do that. Okay, coming over. So in here I have my nail removal wraps and nail clips. I've got a tub full of spare sponges, lint pads and cotton balls. Moving up is just literally like extra products and things I don't tend to really use much anymore. Apart from the Magpie forms, I am going to try the new ones. So I've just popped the old ones just in here for now. In here is a huge tub of spare pots. These are some of the Magpie for glitter mixes, and then I tend to use these clear ones that I just get from eBay, just for my own personal glitter mixes and things like that. So they're popped in there. Then I've got a ton of all my swatches that are on the sticks, but obviously because of COVID, it's just not going to be possible to use them until everything's kind of safe. Just because cleaning in between will be an absolute nightmare. So I'm just going to keep them in there. Then I've got some spare nail brushes. I've got a huge tub of pop sticks. And this is mainly full of the Magpie oval ones, just because I absolutely love them. Coffee pods in here. And then this is just mainly all of my press-on kit and bits and bobs at the back there. So that is that for this cupboard. As I said, please excuse it because I do need to paint it. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, so moving on, next one is, this is my under sink little cupboard. I've got my barbicide, all of my cleaning products and cloths. And then down here, I've just got face masks, gloves, some extra hand sanitizer, and my wax marks at the back, and some bin liners. So just kind of cleaning stuff really, nothing too exciting. Underneath is my Zephyrus collector. I just like to keep that under there. So yeah, that is kind of that area. It's more so like a stock station. And then moving over is, I have got my Archon mount. Just kind of lives there for now. And yeah, so at the moment, it's living there. And then moving on to my Alex drawers. So on the top, this is what would be my pop stick kind of colour swatch holder. But as I said, as we're not using it at the moment, I'm just kind of using it for decoration really. I've got my Doug books, a little box full of just not a lot really at the minute. Cute little candle holders, and then my radio. So in here is mainly the old brand of acrylic that I used to use. I do need to obviously sell them, but it's just kind of getting around to it, isn't it? So yeah, these are just kind of old products that I don't really use anymore. Other than that, the only things that I do use are my pigments down here, which are the Be Creative pigments, because they're absolutely gorgeous, and my acrylic paints. So that's in there. Moving on to the next one. So in this top drawer is mainly kind of admin-y bits and pens. We've got cartridges for my label maker. In here is my card machine, aftercare advice cards, phone chargers and gift cards. The second drawer down is literally just full of tips. It's full of the tips that I use for press-on nails. Yeah, it's just kind of full of tips. So this drawer is glitter. So I have a small addiction to glitter, and all of these are just kind of places I've bought like randomly, ones that I've built up over the years. And I am a bit of a hoarder, so I do struggle to kind of get rid of things. So the next one is again full of glitter. I mean, it's just everywhere. There's tons and tons of glitter. These are all my really kind of chunky mixes. I enjoy making my own, so it's just, there's glitter everywhere. And then in this straw this is mainly just kind of a practice straw. So I've got my Magpie tip holders, the Magpie the new practice tips. I've got the clear jelly stamper ones that I've just kind of labelled so they're easy to grab. A ton of blue tack, my hand dollies, which are a little bit creepy. The new Magpie single tip holder. I've got hand dolly tips. I've got just random tips from eBay, and all of my hand dolly accessories in that. And then this bottom one is literally just full, ready for when we come back to work. So this is where I stock all of my files. I have absolute tons. All Magpie mainly, and they're all obviously sectioned into grits as well, so it's a lot easier for me to just grab the ones I want. I've got some spare bottle holders for obviously new releases, some more pop sticks there. These are the 3-tier ones, and just a normal square one, and then some spare holders. So that's for those two, and then at the side is just kind of admin and all things like that. And then over onto the shelves we have so this one holds my Magpie gel collection. This is Popstar. It's only just kind of come back into stock, so she's kind of sat there waiting to be added into the family. Moving on, we have this middle shelf, which is super exciting. Okay, so up here we have all of the Magpie foils, including the new releases. They are absolutely stunning. And then we have the dusts, and we have the shapes, little triangle shapes, gorgeous stars. There's just such an array of different products. Dolly Mix is probably one of my favourite. It's full of just iridescent different shapes, and it's so versatile with a ton of different things. So just trying to get that light out of the way. Then of course the well-known gorgeous flakes. I think everybody knows who Rosanna is, don't they? So yeah, we've got all the flakes and shapes, the gorgeous colour shift circles, little hearts. Aren't they just stunning? I just love everything about Magpie. Absolutely stunning petal shapes. And then obviously onto all of the chromes and the dusts. Connie is probably one of my favourites, and I would probably say probably Rosetta. I love Rosetta. So yeah, that's all the chromes and the dusts, and then we have the neon pigments. And then down here I've got all of the Magpie coloured leaves, the new release pigments, dusts. So you've got juniper, and if you obviously follow me on Instagram you will have seen them. And then the gorgeous Magpie crystals. So that's that for the middle shelf. That's probably my favourite shelf in the whole salon, actually. And then moving on to this one. this is where I have all of my core acrylics at the top, going down to the coloured acrylics. I have to show you, this is my absolute favourite, Care Bear. It's beautiful. And then we have the ink is down here. So that's the shelves. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. So that's that. Okay, onto my desk. So I love my desk. So on the top, I've just got this little, I think it's like a candle holder. And this is where I just have my Magpie clear acrylic, just so that it's to hand all the time, because it's just so much easier having it in a pot like that. In this cute little acrylic cabinet, I have all of my most used brushes and ombre brushes. This little brush holder, so when I'm using them, they don't get damaged. Striper and detailer brush from Magpie is an absolute must. These brushes are just unbelievable and such a game changer. Look how fine that is. I love it. So that is that. Second roll down is just spare Magpie chrome heads and some cotton tips. And then the last drawer is this. This is where I said that I hadn't filled the other frame, because this is also full of all of the lockdown tips that I have created that I seriously need to find a home for. You can just see Jerry poking through. But yeah, so I don't know what to do with these. Probably put them in a photo album, maybe. I'm not sure. Then I've got this absolutely stunning photo album. I got this from eBay. I think it was literally about $4.99. And in here is where I keep all of my stickers from Magpie. So I've literally labelled them of what sticker they are. And then inside has got the gold, the silver and the rose gold choice. So literally, so that I can just grab whichever colour the client wants or whatever colour I wanted. They're all just in there together, and I know kind of what sticker they are just in case I run out. So yeah, this is housing my stickers. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got the Dixie Plate gemstones, the Dixie Plate lines, some more, and then I've got just tons of water decals. Yeah, so this is where I keep all of that good stuff. So that lives behind here. Then I've obviously got all my tools on here. Then my Magpie hand and tool sanitizer spray, wouldn't be without it. Navy hygiene detergent for in between clients. Safety goggles, because safety first. Then I've got this gorgeous book holder, and this holds all of my e-file bits. So I am a bit of an e-file bit hoarder, but yeah, this is where they live, nice and safe. So yeah, that's that. Then I've got my price list. This is probably going to be put up on the wall, but at the moment I'm just popping it there to remember that I need to put it up. A little plant from B&M, my Magpie lamp, hand rest, some towels. These are just some butterfly nails that I've been working on. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen them. But yeah, I plan to fill all of the nails with butterflies. I absolutely love how it's looking. So that's those. And then another cute little plant. My IKEA lamp and my Daylight Slim lamp. And in here is new, so please bear with me because I do need to finish painting it. You can see like a huge splodge mark here where I was painting the edges. But yeah, so I do need to finish painting inside. We was just kind of waiting for these bits to dry. So here is my e-file. Cute little home in there. We are going to cut a little kind of slot into this bit for the cable to go through, because it's not big enough to kind of hold it up there at the minute, I don't think. So in here is all my essentials: acetone, prep and dehydrate, nail glue, my most used build me up, so clear and buff, give me strength. This one's just my pop sticks, that's why it's a little bit manky. Don't be tacky, there's all about the base, give me strength, acid primer, and normal primer. And then in here I've got my dapping dish with my monomer and another little one with some IPA, no, prep and dehydrate for when I'm using the inkers. And then below is just cleanser, remover, prep and dehydrate, and my monomers and my bin liners. So everything is to hand, so that just pops like that, and I've got to put the handle back on, so don't judge. So then my little bin. Now moving on to the other side. Next off to the left of me on my desk, just below, my husband has built in another one of the Alex drawers. So at the top I have, these are mainly just my own personal files and brushes for when I do my nails. Some business cards, my dust brush, face masks. I have this new Magpie file, metal one, ready for clients when they return. Gloves, all of my sanding bits. I spilled glitter earlier because the pot that I used to put all of my excess or leftover glitter has gone everywhere. But this is just if I'm swatching or I've got like loose glitter everywhere, instead of actually chucking it away, I just pop it all in this pot, and it's made the most unbelievable mix. Just saves wastage really, and I just like seeing it all mixed together. Then I've got all of my sanding bands, different grits, mints, because obviously everyone needs fresh breath. I've got my lint-free wipes, my cuticle oils, and then back just random chargers. The next one down is where all my tools are. So I've got all my acrylics, my acrylic paints, gel brushes, and then just other tools, scissors, softening tools, little cheap random nail art brushes. Yeah, so that is kind of the new Magpie one stroke, which I do really need to have a go with these because I haven't got around to it yet, but I will do. And then here is my palettes that I had custom made by Gels by Chloe on Instagram. My Magpie palettes. This is just a palette that's got paint already in. It's just so much easier than dipping into about 10 different pots at a time. So they're in there, and then all of my glitter catchers. So that is that drawer. And then moving down to the third drawer, this is where all the good stuff is. So I have my Magpie mirror tapes. They are absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. I think this one's definitely my favourite. Yes, absolutely stunning. I've got my stickers, some spare Magpie paints, and just random ones I used to use a lot. I've got my Acryl paint palette, which is an absolute mess. My most used acrylic paints, these are from Be Creative again. I love them. Wouldn't be without them. They are literally my favourite acrylic paints to use. Then this is, I love this. So I have got all of the Magpie slices. So we've got the fruits, we've got the cog shapes, the geo shapes, there's Halloween. They're all just absolutely stunning. Christmas. I love this one, tropical. Look at that. And then the caviar beads. And then in here is just literally random flakes and pigments. I don't tend to really use these very often anymore, because I've got my Magpie. But yeah, I've just got tons and tons of just, it's ridiculous really. But I can't seem to let go of it all. And then my favourite product is the Magpie's gel paints. They're absolutely stunning to work with. So they are close to hand. In here is a pot of pre-mixed Once Upon a Time collection. This has literally got all of the collection inside. I love this collection. It's probably my favourite collection so far. It's like iridescent holographic. It's just unbelievable. I love it. And then in here is just my own made acrylic mixes using the Magpie glitters. So yeah, so that's probably my favourite drawer. In here is more tools and things like that. So this is all what I use on my pop sticks. I've got these little discs to hand if I wanted to just quickly have a go with a design. Other random tools that I use quite a lot in here. I've got my other Magpie build me ups and kind of get foiled, blooming gel, glue, cuticle oil, that good stuff. I've got my Magpie glitter stand because I'm an absolute nightmare for tipping over glitter pots. The Magpie tips, these are unreal. They are so thin. I absolutely love them. So I don't know if you can see, but they are super, super thin. And they are just amazing. So yeah, that's those. And then the new Magpie forms, which I can't wait to try. So that's for that one. This drawer is literally full of embellishments and things like that. So I've got all of my genuine Swarovskis on the bottom two trays there. And then I've got this tray, which is full of just kind of random bits that I've collected over the years. Again, that I can't seem to get rid of. Just trying with the light. Some more extra gold leaf. We've got some pre-cut angel paper just so it's easy to grab, and yeah, just more random bits there. I've got this, which is full of foil. I don't really use this very much. I probably should do, but as I said, I'm a hoarder, so I can't get rid of it. And then over here is striping tape. Again, it's probably something I don't use very often, but I can't get rid of. And then in this one, I've got my chrome head tools for each dust. I do need to get another one of these though, because I've run out of space. And then my sponge dabber heads and some more of the chrome heads. This one again is just random stuff really that I've kind of collected over the years, but I can't part with them, so I don't use them, but they stay in there for a rainy day. And then in here is my quite large collection of dried flowers. These are, again, I've collected these up over the years and I've just decided to organise them into these pots, containers, just from eBay, and I've put my sticker on it because I got a bit obsessed with stickers with my logo on, and that's how that went. So but I am excited because Magpie have released new their own beautiful new dried flowers. So saves all these. So yeah, that's that drawer. And then in the last drawer is literally just all of my stamping stuff. So here I've got a random Born Pretty stamping plate. I haven't bought from Born Pretty. This is literally years old. So, and I never really bought again because I had trouble picking at the images, so I never re-bought them. I've got MoU, there's my Dixie plates and clear jelly stamper, all of my stamping, scrapers, my sticky pad, my lint roller, and in here is just my stamping clear jelly stamper polishers and some more of the wheels. So that is it, guys. So that is the tour finished. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it was long awaited, so hopefully it's everything that you guys wanted to see. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments box below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.